Around the Table on Harrison's original KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It's a Tuesday here in the studio, and I want to welcome everyone to.
What are we doing? What's the show?
What?
Let's go with Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
Yeah. I'm Dan Reynolds, and across the table from me is none other than
the infamous Ann Limley.
There we go.
It?
Infamous.
Yeah, infamous.
I saw your picture at the post office the other day.
Did you?
I like the.
Do they even still do that?
I don't know.
I don't go in the post office.
I like the profiles. It always puts a different perspective on the person.
Have you ever seen anybody up there that you really knew?
No.
Me either.
I think those are just AI's been around for centuries, and I think they just generate those horrible photos of people.
You know, I think that I'm just going to tell you. I think this little box that I plug my earphones in keeps going that way, so that I have a shorter leash every day.
Well, that's what that wire is under the table. I keep pulling on it, pushing it with my foot. That's
because
what it
I'm
is.
like, okay, this is not working out for me. Anyway, that's just a side note.
Oh boy!
Welcome, folks.
Hey, yeah, we've have been coming in the last couple of days a little early to make sure that all the technical issues are resolved.
Well, it's a word.
That's a French word.
Resolved.
Yeah. So hopefully they're not resolved, but we've worked workarounds.
No, you cannot say we. This is Dan, the techo genius guru.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you all the credit for that, because I have no technical ability whatsoever.
Well, when you've had to deal with stuff all of your life, I think you just figure out how to fix things.
You do.
I've got a butter knife and duct tape. That fixes everything.
Yeah, doesn't it, though? Mm-hmm. It does fix a lot of... Okay, my short leash. Sorry.
You need a longer cable. You know, they make extensions for those things.
Well, could we move this? That probably would solve the problem.
Well, let me see if I could push it back up with my foot.
Oh, me.
So what's going on at your house lately?
Well,
anything different?
I'm getting ready to get a roof put on.
I heard that.
As soon as the break in the rain happens.
Don't you think you should wait till after hail season?
Dude, I don't want hail season to cause a leak. So
right.
do you put the cart before the horse?
Yeah, I know. You never know.
No,
of course, your insurance. Did they cover
covering the roof?
They're covering the roof. Well, that's good for them.
After a second submission.
I think that's the number one coverage item that insurance people do.
Yeah.
They cover roofs.
And let me say that I don't know too much insider information here, but they specifically turned down our claim the first time.
Oh boy!
And it had something to do with wording. So you tell me how it was it's a little problematic for me, because I feel like immediately you're going to say no.
Right.
Unless you've got a big hole coming in through the top of your house.
Well, would you say that some of the inspectors get paid on how little they
for saying no?
Yeah, they get promoted for saying no, right?
Yeah.
I would think that would
they make more money for saying no, you can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
And then we resubmitted a claim, which was suggested by the roofer that we're going to do, and we did, and they were able to help us navigate through that. So you need help. Mm-hmm. Don't just go in there and file a claim, because they're going to tell you no.
They're going to tell you no.
Or a lot of times.
And they always say, your roof is too old, or
right.
The roof is 15 years old. You put it up 10 years ago, so we're only going to give you 5 years worth of coverage.
And I think the key was, because the first time we submitted it, we said, whoever suggested this, I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing. Wind damage. Well, this time we had to go back and do wind and hail. The whole problem was the hail damage in the first place.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where just wind came up, but I'm not going to.
Wow. Okay.
I won't elaborate
Well,
because I appreciate my insurance company.
Fighting
but
for
I think
you.
Well,
Well, it was interesting. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday about he's putting a roof on his house, and he said that he had the same problem. The first time they came out, they says no.
nope. This guy didn't even get on the roof.
And the thing of it is, this person I was talking to says my neighbor who is 30 yards away, he got his roof covered of coverage. It's the same insurance company. What's the deal? So it has to be the person out there that's.
Well, the inspector admitted he didn't even climb up on the roof.
Oh, okay.
And the roofer, thank goodness, had a drone. So he droned our whole roof
good for
and
him.
pointed out things. And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, there are places. And they talked together and they worked together before. So he was able to navigate through that. But it's just kind of.
Well, it's ironic. You know, you feel like if you legitimately have a claim.
Yeah.
That if you've been paying in insurance for 20, 30, 40 years without any claims at all, that they would not question you at all.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. They always take your money, don't they, every month without any problems?
They do.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, I'm off of that now for a moment.
well, get off of it.
Okay, well, what are we doing now? We got a big show. We've got like 2 different guest segments, so we're going to go right into the weather.
Won't you do that?
A 30% chance of showers today with a high of 82. 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts tonight. Occasional showers and thunderstorms. Chance of precipitation tonight is at 80%, and it will be a low of 61. Excuse me. Repeat. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms, high of 71 with a chance of precipitation tomorrow at 100%.
100.
Wednesday night, low, dropping down into 35.
It's going to get cold, yeah.
And then Thursday, sunny with a high of 63. And Thursday night, low of 45. No rain in the forecast presently.
Good.
On that.
Oh, we need a little more rain, I think.
Yeah.
My pond's not overflowing yet, so.
But it helped. The rain helped.
Yeah, when it overflows, I said we probably have enough rain.
Okay.
Friday, it looks like it's going to be sunny with a high of around 73 degrees. West and southwest winds about 5 miles to 25 miles per hour. Clear Friday night, low 46, high 78 on Saturday. Saturday night, 54 for the low. Sunday, 50% chance of showers moves into the area with a high of 71 and an overnight low of 29 degrees. Ooh, cold. And then Monday, high 47.
At
We got
29
another cold
can
snap.
bite. Bite it. Just bite it, 29 degrees. I was done with all that. Okay,
Okay.
carry on.
Wouldn't you like to have a 2-page weather report?
We almost do, Dan.
Okay. All right. We are going to move on to our topic to ponder. And these topic to ponders are based on, are you the person?
Okay.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
And are you the person who texts and sends or rereads every text messages to make sure that it's perfect before you send it?
No. I am well, sorry, that's a either or. But I do not proofread my text worth a darn.
I'm horrible at that. I am horrible.
And I have to go back sometimes if it's total gibberish. I'll go back and, add a word to say, okay, this is what I meant. Most people figure it out.
Yeah, they mostly figure it out.
But no, I do not. But I think I said on there, I don't remember I did, sent a picture almost once.
Uh-huh.
That would have been very wrong of me to send to the wrong
boy.
person. So I do check now the recipient,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't do the text.
So what you're saying is that you were texting more than one person at a time, and then all
Correct.
of a sudden you answered both. You were answering both of
I
them.
was,
And then you sent a picture to somebody that was
well, I didn't send it.
you were about
Thank
to.
the Lord. But yeah,
Was
so-
that picture a little risque?
I'm not saying. I'm not going to elaborate on
Well,
that.
it would have been inappropriate for the other person.
It would have been very inappropriate.
Or they may have said, okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. What about you?
Oh, I made a comment on the thing. I'm horrible. I'm horrible at it. What I like to see though, and I chuckle when people voice text me.
Oh, they're terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible because there's no periods, there's no punctuation, nothing. It's just them rambling, talking, and they will get off topic and then get back on topic. And I got this long text, and I'm like, what is even being said here? I have no idea. And the topic of the sentence, it's another word. It's a word that's from outer space.
Right. You know, I have to talk very distinctly to Siri.
Yeah.
Like, very over-exaggerated and feel like an idiot doing it. But that's the only way she can interpret, because she'll interpret some stuff into... I have no idea what you're talking about.
Speaking of Siri and Alexa,
yeah,
I did this one time. I just, you can tell Alexa your shopping list. You can say,
sure,
Alexa, I want to add butter to my shopping list.
Okay.
Well, this time I said, Alexa, add butter to my shopping list. And it came up with something, berries and all kinds of things. It decided.
Their AI is a little bit off yet.
Anyway,
it's not real life.
Do we have any responses?
Vigilant Inspection says, I try to, but I'm not the best at typing. And your responses on here, I've been known to send a text with not one word recognizable. They send another correction text without looking and it having the same amount of mistakes.
Yeah,
Amen to
right.
that. Kelly said, once upon a time, I sent a very accidental text. Now I read everything before sending. My brother said, I always look carefully before sending it. He does. And I don't want the reader to think it is a cryptograph.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good for him, because his sister does not do that. And then my response. And Leslie King said, probably not enough.
Probably not enough.
Oh,
well.
Y'all, I don't proofread. I do not proofread, so just bear with me.
Yeah.
It's not going to change,
and
probably.
And I text a lot, and if you look at the size of my thumb compared to the key that you got to push,
Is it I and O that are right next to each other? Because I'm always screwing them up.
Yeah. Anyway, we understand. If you would like to comment about our today's topic to ponder, which is, are you a person who texts and sends or rereads every text message to make sure it's perfect?
I am not a detail-oriented person to start with. That is not my jam, and you can tell that from what I type. Okay.
All right, go to our Facebook page. It's up and it's ready, and we're waiting to see your text back to us.
Please reread your text before you put it on Facebook.
All right.
Oh.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Okay.
That sounds like something from the Three Stooges. Come on.
Yeah, really.
150 years ago, Alexander Graham Bell sent his first successful voice transmission over a telephone when he shouted to his assistant, Mr. Watson, come here, I want you. But if he had listened to the following all day in an office, he might have had second thoughts.
Yeah.
Wow.
53 years ago, Pink Floyd released their album, The Dark Side of the Moon, in the U.S. through Capitol Records. The album would be released in the United Kingdom 2 weeks later, and I remember buying this about that
Pink
time.
Pink Floyd, me too, yeah.
Tell your guys to put their guns down. The only gun you have to worry about is the one in your back.
Yeah.
That's Chuck Norris, and he was born on March 10th, 1940. He's 86. His roles include Walker, Texas Ranger. This is my jam.
Tom Schultz was the founder of Boston, was born on this day in 1947. He's 79 today. Schultz began writing songs while a graduate student at MIT. He built a studio, and demo tapes made their way onto the group's 1976 debut album, including More Than a Feeling. Brad Depp provided vocals, and Schultz played keyboard and guitar.
There's the rare occasion when the public can be engaged on a level beyond flash, if they have a sentimental bond with the product.
Actor John Hamm was born on this date in 1971. He's 55. He played an executive Don Draper on Mad Men.
Okay. Rapper and producer Timbaland was born on this day in 1972. He's 54. He has produced a number of hit singles with artists like Justin Timberlake, Missy Elliott, Jay-Z's, Madonna, and Drake. And he is perhaps best known for his remix of the One Republic song, Apologize. I know you want it. Good girl. Can't let it get past me. That's one of these side music.
Gotta get you moving.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, singer Robin Thicke was born on this day in 1977. He's 48. He hit it big with Blurred Lines.
That sounds Jamaican, doesn't it?
It's got a little Jamaican sound to it. A little Jamaican.
Yeah, a little Jamaican. Good song. That was Carrie Underwood. Her birthday is today. She is 42. She rose to fame on American Idol and has had hits such as Before He Cheats. That's a good song.
That's a good song.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Where we going? We got...
we have a bunch of people.
Yeah, we have several people. Homegrown Stories is what we're going to feature.
Brandy Mincer is an author, and there was a group of kids and a teacher at school. Anyway, they came up with this
concept,
Farmer Jack Homegrown series. Yeah. And we're going to talk to the illustrator and Billy Jack, who is the subject of the book, and Brandy and
Farmer Jack.
Maybe the teacher, don't know. So we will feature them here shortly after we get back from break.
All right, let's take that break, and we'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Around the Table. We got a full plate in here today.
Full house, people.
Yeah. We did an interview with
Brandy.
Brandy Mincer. I am
Brandy
so
Mincer,
sorry.
who is an
Hello.
author.
And she is here today.
Yes.
I've got a there's her camera right there. Hey Brandy, how are you?
Good.
And we introduced the homegrown stories that you had. Where did this idea? Did it come out of your head, or
And
did
you may want to.
Yeah.
You may want to start that.
It did not come out of my head. This is Stephanie Benton. This is kind of her project, but I'll let her explain how it came about.
Okay, let's do that.
So you
Let's
get to
do that.
talk. And take that mic, hon.
I am Stephanie Benton, and I teach 8th grade literacy at the Harrison Middle School. And every year we do a little project in the classroom that promotes ag literacy, and we try to do something that gives back to the community. And 2 kids came up with the idea of Homegrown Stories, where we will write children's books about our local farmers to educate the future generation.
I think that's a great
Yeah, I think
subject
so.
that they came up with. Kudos to them
amazing.
for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We need to highlight our agri area and farmers. So, which,
Yeah. Go
well,
ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of, let's just go ahead and introduce, but speaking of the farmer, this book is about Farmer Jack, and we have Farmer Jack right here in our studio. Jack Burns, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. So actually, I go by Billy Jack, and that's probably how they selected me. They just went alphabetical order and just said,
Kind of like Billy Jack has a nice ring to it.
so it's pretty random, I believe. They say it's not, but I don't believe them.
And I want to introduce Madelyn Sutton. She is the illustrator for the book. So, who wants to break the camera?
Hello.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Who wants to? Can you talk?
I'll do it. Who wants to talk about
Yeah.
the book and how it got started? And I always love the stories of where it went from the idea to actual working on the project.
Yeah.
How did that
The transition.
how did it come to the point where you go, epiphany, light bulb, this is what we need to be doing?
So as far as Billy Jack's story goes, we interviewed him. We went, and Ty and Brindley went, the people that came up with the project. We went over there and talked to the Burns family, and when we did, we discovered exactly how smart Billy Jack is.
Oh, well.
He's very intelligent, and so a lot of the things that he was talking about were way over my head. And I told Stephanie, I don't know what we're going to do. He's so smart. How am I going to turn this into a children's
Billy
book?
Jack's smart.
How am I going to dumb it down?
yes.
I mean,
Oh,
you
Looks
know,
can be
age
deceiving,
appropriate.
right? That's just the way it works.
So we kind of went back to the table, so to speak, and tried to ask him questions that kind of got to the heart of why he does what he does. And he said, every morning, my favorite part about the farm is every morning is a new puzzle to solve. And I'm like, oh. And so we're like, okay, that should be part of the book. So that's what we did. And Madelyn did a great job with the illustrations. And she came up with the idea of putting a puzzle piece in every page.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fun thing for kids to look for. There's a puzzle piece. Like this one is a raindrop,
Okay.
because rain is part of what makes the farm.
Right.
Cool. That's how we did it, and it was just the Lord.
Well, I want to know from you, how did you get involved with illustrating? I mean, what was? Are you an art person? Do you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed drawing, and our school had like a contest to determine the illustrator, and I actually almost didn't enter into it because I was like, I don't know, but then Miss Benton was like, no, you should enter, and then I got chosen to be the illustrator. So yeah.
Wow. That's cool. I love that it's involving youth.
Yes.
And local farm. Tell us about your farm. How about that?
We're just a cow-calf operation, several generations deep now. I'll be 5th generation, so we've been around this area for a long time. It's just your typical livestock farm. We did sell some beef off the farm. We've got built some models, some different things. specifically to, try to meet an environmental need, or even like, carbon credits, water usage, several different things that, hopefully we hope long term that we can bring more local farmers into. And, really when we started, cattle prices weren't as they are currently.
Oh no, yeah.
They're
I mean, they're high. They're historically high. It's
Is that
but it's
due
still
to not being able to, like they're not producing as much? The cow, are there not as many?
Well, it's because there's no farmers left.
Okay, well.
I mean, people don't realize, since like 2019, we've lost, I forget the numbers exactly, but it's like 18 or 19%
Wow.
of cow-calf farmers in Arkansas. And Arkansas is, in the 11th largest cow-calf producer in the United States. People don't understand that.
Wow.
We have more cow-calf operations in California.
Yeah.
It's just people don't understand the importance.
And is that because it just hasn't been passed on down to the next generation, or the young people aren't interested in it, or all of that?
So if you look at the statistics, the average net on-farm income is about negative $50.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a.
So it's even when you look at historic calf prices like they are today, they're still so far behind times. You can't. A lot of farms even have a hard time cash flowing. That's why 85% of farmers have two jobs. A
Right.
real job.
Yeah.
Right.
And then their farm job. So
What's the solution to that?
it's a pretty complicated question, right? Everybody's always upset about the price of food in the grocery store.
Sure, yeah.
Right. So how do you balance the idea of not overburden the consumer, but still yet let the farmer, make an honest wage, right?
Yeah.
So it's tricky. With all there's so many different layers of it. To tell you the truth, I really think the answer is going to have to be a little of both. You're going to have to see. Well, let me just back up here. I'll say this real quick. People don't understand like the tax subsidies for farmers. When you say that and you read about this, like on the farm bills coming up, and we had the $12 billion bridge payments in December that go to farmers. That doesn't go to farmers that actually produce food, right?
Oh, I
like
see.
the stuff that you eat on your table. It doesn't go to so livestock producers. Your poultry, your pork, and your beef is excluded from those payments. So, right. So there's $12 billion going to cotton, to corn, to soybeans, right? Like in Arkansas specifically, if you look at it, if you take those bridge payments and the payments that they're guaranteed on the product for cotton, they're getting a subsidy of about $300 an acre. Well, cattle guys, poultry guys, they're getting zero, right? So
It's hard to compete with all that.
Well, the idea is if we could maybe redistribute some of those subsidies back to the livestock guys, it would kind of help that balance a little bit.
Right.
But the bid and the ask is just so far right now.
Yeah.
Where we've lost almost a generation of farmers just because of the cost to get started.
Sure.
Just land prices, equipment prices.
Yeah.
If you can't cash flow something, how do you go get money against it, right?
Sounds like a new idea for a book.
I know. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, how cool is that? That there was a need, and your students took that need and ran with it, and to be able to feature a local fella farmer and highlight, the importance of farmer and Farmer Billy Jack.
Oh, the name of the book is Farmer Jack and the Never Ending Puzzle. Is this the only edition that you're planning to make, or is there more in the works?
There's definitely more in the works. Our plan is hopefully this is successful and we write a book about every local farmer in Boone County.
That would be amazing.
Okay.
And then trickle out. So one of our fun announcements is that
we want an announcement.
We have chosen our next farm family.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it will be Brian and Amber Bench.
What was the last name?
Bench.
Bench.
Oh, okay.
They have a small farm here raising dairy cows and chickens, and we're excited to start this process over. They'll be our 7 Farmer.
Yeah. School year 26, 27.
Yes,
Yeah.
that will be released next year. So we're excited about that.
And there'll be a book.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a team effort now. Are you going to illustrate?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, did they? I didn't want to say that if they didn't ask you.
She's already been told she has to.
Right.
Oh boy.
So that is your assignment. That's exciting, and I love that you're focusing on local, on our local area. I think that's very important, and highlighting farmers who don't get near enough credit. You know, I priced beef the other day in the store.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I butcher my own, but anyway, it is. It's a. I don't want to say anything negative, but you know, I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah.
To buy beef, and I think we should highlight why that is, so that people understand. You know, we're not just jabbing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any last minute thoughts anybody wants to share about this project, or anybody in this room? Do y'all have any bad things to say about each other? No.
No, it's a fun ride, and stay tuned for the next one. It's,
And thank you, Brandy, for being the author to
Absolutely.
help highlight.
It's a pleasure to bring the spotlight to agriculture and to help kids learn about it, because like he said, if we don't inform the next generation, then you're a generation away from losing farming. So that's what the project is all about, and that's what we're
and I
trying
feel
to do.
like, Billy Jack, do you want to tell them where they can access more information?
Yes, and we would like to be able to buy it.
Yeah, thank you. We're trying to get our website all reorchestrated around farmerjack.com, so you can check us out there, and we obviously do some farm advocacy work. That's kind of our heart in the big scheme of things. So there, and me and my daughter, we've kind of started a little podcast, because there's not enough podcasts in the world. But you know, we're trying the best that we can to try to get, you know, some of this information out. So
I think that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice to see a family affair.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we want to thank everyone for coming in.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it so
all.
much. It's good to have that update on the book. I know we were at the beginning stages, wasn't completely finished, but I'm glad we got to see the actual characters here.
Yes, that's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you for that.
And please let us know when the next book comes out.
We will.
And we'll have you
Keep us posted. She will.
Okay.
She will.
All right. We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're watching and listening to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us.
Original KHOZ.
Welcome back to Around the Table. Our second guest in the studio today is Rebecca Martin. She's with the Boone County Resource Council. That's a big one.
It's a huge title.
It's a huge title.
It's huge, I know.
Which means what?
Well, it means that no one else would volunteer. So, Boone County Resource Council started in 1992. Some of the OGs were like Joy Prater and Steele.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the original members.
Okay.
Started this up in 1992. They thought, man, we need to get all these resources together to talk about what they can offer and how we can help each other.
Okay, yeah.
And just simply meet each other. So they also decided to put out a guide, which they printed the guide for years. We used to get together and put them all together. So it's been going for a long time.
Were you early on?
Not
1992,
I'm old, but not 1992. I was a little later.
Okay.
I probably stepped in about 95 when I was working for DHS.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming to the end of 28 years in public service. So I've been around a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was really young when I started, though.
But they started this resource council, and it makes sense,
Right. Right.
But then how did it proceed?
Nonprofits and service industries, they don't have an advertising budget. So when they have something really good, like, opportunities for people in the community to get help with electricity or whatever, it's by word of mouth. Of course, it does spread very fast, but, it's nice to have other organizations know about it so they can let their clients or their customers or whatever they call them know. So it's a sharing opportunity for everyone. And also, it's good to get to know people. When you're fixing to send somebody you're working with who is lost and afraid, it's good to know who to send them to at Hope Cottages, and have a name and a face. So it makes them feel more comfortable.
Well, what kind of people utilize Boone County Resource Center?
Everybody. I do.
Okay.
I use our guide. I work with students at the college, and I use the guide like a phone book. So the guide is online now. It's about 90-something pages of resources. So I go online and look and figure out who I can help, who I can get to help the student that I need. But,
Wow, and it just depends on what the student needs particularly.
Right. So we may, I may get a call from Eridine at Hope Cottages, and one of her girls needs help with housing, needs help with drug addiction, needs help with, and so we kind of collaborate together. We know when it's a housing issue, I usually call Shonda Tapley because, she's been doing it for so long, and say, what do you think? So it's kind of a collaboration. We meet quarterly now. Every 3 months we get together. We ask an agency to host. So CASA's hosting our next one. They get to spend a long time talking about what they're doing, what they need.
Right.
Give us a tour if we're on site of their facility. And again, it's for us to be familiar with that so we can better serve who we're serving in the community.
You can be the universal resource to help spread that out.
Right. And I know you guys are like me. You see a lot on Facebook, people, so-and-so needs help with such and such. And I always try to put that address for the resource guide out there or direct them to, I would call the community champion for that purpose.
So you're working all the time then?
Oh, yeah, all the time, sweat of the brow. So. No, really it boils down to is, I raised 2 kids in this community by myself. So I was a single parent. I had to utilize a lot of it.
Yeah, really.
I'd met Joy Prater because I had to use the services at Share and Care.
Yeah.
So, we're all in this together. And Boone County Resource Council has just been a great way for the resources to get to know each other and better serve the community.
Yeah, are these resources just for the college and students?
No, it's a community.
Okay.
No, it's a community. Right. Yeah, it's totally not even associated with the college.
Do you get calls from outside the college?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, it's a collaboration, community collaboration. In fact, I just, through another event I'm working on, Janice Mann, who has the Resource Council in Jasper, in Newton County, we've connected now, so they're going to come to the Boone County Resource Council, and I've gotten information about hers because Newton and Boone are so attached, we're right there together. So we can share those resources because I wasn't really familiar what was there.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's a great thing. Berryville's got a resource council there, you know. So yeah, it helps us stay connected, and you know, we may have somebody coming in from Jasper working in Harrison, but they still need some services, and a lot of our service industries will serve Boone and Newton.
Yeah.
So if somebody is like one of these people you're talking about that need services, how do they start? I mean, they know what they need, but then what happens? Do they contact the Boone County Resource Council? How does that
There is an
happen?
email. We finally got our own email address. It's Boone County Resource Council at gmail.com.
Okay.
But they can just reach out. Holly's at Sharon Care, you know, they're another big community resource.
They could go in there and say, I need
Yes,
something, and she
yeah.
could help direct.
Yes, because we all utilize that resource guide.
I think that's under talked about.
Yeah, and we're gonna, and that's why I'm here today, is because we've decided to try to put more out about Boone County Resource Council, and then try to highlight an organization each month.
I think that's
because
great.
you know some of the groups in town, they're real good at marketing themselves.
Sure.
Other groups are not, and really it's just because you've got your head down and you're busy serving, and you don't think, well, I ought to take some time to talk about what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and in 94, 95 when I started, it was a small group, but there are a lot of really, really good resources in Boone County now for those that are in need.
Yeah.
And we try to highlight some, and I know that you are going to make sure that every month we are able to focus on one particular group. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That will
The
do
words.
that. But I think it's very important for our community to know that where they can go for help.
Right.
And there's some, like, if you know Rebecca, you can just go, excuse me.
Yes.
You know, but I think it's important for everybody to know what areas the resources are available for.
Right. And like I said, there are, service industries, DHS, nonprofits. There are some for-profits. I mean, mental health's a big one that we didn't have access to for a long time. We've got some really good mental health providers in town now. So
do you have a story of maybe one or two people that you really, really helped that stands out in your mind, that the services that they used?
Yep. I have in fact, it was a student of mine years ago who was enrolled in college, and she lost through a domestic situation. Her and her girls were kind of homeless.
Yeah.
And through that organization, we all pulled together. I mean, she had nothing, some clothes. And within about a couple of weeks, we were able to get the resources she needed to get into an apartment and get on the housing list. And to some of those groups even donated furniture and different items. We reached out to the community and said, they could really use a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Washer and dryer showed up. So it's kind of like a phone tree,
You
like
bet.
you call
Yeah.
and everybody gets on it, because everybody may have a piece and a part,
Sure,
like
yeah.
like stone soup, everybody puts their part in and you come up with something great. And within the month, her and her girls were back into a stable environment, because if she hadn't have been, she was going to drop out of college.
Yeah.
And she is
Which is all about bettering yourself on down the road, and
exactly.
Yeah, and I bet that's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Well, the
something
guys
like
from Recovery Center of the Ozarks, man, we love it. Those guys come up there, they're turning things
They
around.
serve.
And get them connected with the right resources.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that, there was a lot of scuttlebutt and controversy about in the beginning about that, and they are really shining in the community.
Yeah, I love when they get highlighted too.
Yeah.
So, but we will be doing that each month. We'll pick an organization, and we'll spend the month putting stuff out on Facebook. Somebody smarter than me will use the other platforms, because I don't.
Well, social
Twit
media
or
is
Tweeter or
such a
whatever.
good tool for that
If
kind
you
of
use it
thing.
the right way.
If you
Yeah.
use it the right
Yeah.
way, and I
Yeah.
think it's important to
Right.
highlight that.
Well, and the big thing too is when you get those stories out there, those organizations like Hope Cottages and stuff, they need volunteers. So
Sure.
even if you don't need the resources, somebody may say, I have the heart for that. I really need
Yeah.
to get involved.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing they need is volunteers,
You bet.
or donations of whatever it is
Stuff,
they need.
money, all of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, money's always good, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, money's always good. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, we hear that you're retiring soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
that it's-
I didn't
You
say
just-
it.
you did-
I
you
did
just
not
made it-
say it.
I
You
made
just
it
made it
public.
public.
Well,
Public.
have they got someone to fill in for you?
Well, I haven't officially put that in yet.
Oh,
but
boy.
I am
Look at
sure.
me.
Look at you. You know,
Oops.
it is what it is. No, I'm sure there will be somebody fabulous step in. I mean,
Okay.
the program that I work for, Career Pathways, has changed. I've been with the organization since it started at North Ark, 19 years in April. And it has changed a lot of lives.
That's good.
It's been
That's what we
amazing.
love.
It's been a great
Yeah,
ride.
cool.
28 years of just, like I said, it's 28 years serving right here in Boone
Yeah.
County in different
Helping
capacities.
people. That's great.
Yep, and so it's just awesome.
Well, we're so glad we could spread that word.
It is not a rumor, folks. It's true.
Okay.
There's some happy people, Dan. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Way to go, Dan.
Wow, okay. Sorry.
No. Would you like some hand sanitizer for your mouth now, too?
Just
Just
squirted it
squirt
in.
it in.
Okay. All right.
Well, we've been
Oh,
visiting with
boy.
Rebecca Martin, and
Yeah.
she's part of the Boone County Resource Council, and she is a very good resource to start trying to figure out what resource you need and how can people.
Yeah, how can
you
they-
said it was Boone
Had it-
County Resource Council at gmail.com.
I will leave you a little flyer that's
Okay.
got a QR code. Maybe you
Okay.
can put it out
Okay, yeah.
there.
we can put it
Okay.
down.
And
Yeah.
they can scan that, take you to the website.
Okay.
All that information's out there. I am at the college, and so they can reach me out at the college.
Okay.
Call the main number.
Okay.
Again, some of the other Holly from Sharon Care, she's a great place. Hey, I hear you do stuff with the Resource Council. She'll love me saying that.
Yeah.
Shonda Tapley, and
Okay.
they can, but they'll get you connected. We'll get you.
They'll get you to the right
going.
place.
And if you need help, I mean, you can. We try to monitor Facebook pretty well, and
Yeah.
Okay.
we've got a Facebook page out there. I've had people send me messages, hey, this is going on. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm always happy to help or get you connected where you're. I mean, I don't know everything. I'll be the first to tell you that. I am not the smartest
But you
person
can
in the
help
room.
to navigate
But I
it.
know how to operate a phone and call the
There we
person
go.
who
Right.
it is.
Right.
So,
Well, thank you, Rebecca.
thanks so much for
thanks for
coming in.
having me.
Thank
Yeah.
you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
All right. Well, now that I'm going to be humiliated after the break.
You are. Just wait.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I may not be here. So stick around. Stay with us.
Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It's kind of a gloomy day out today. Kind of overcast.
Sorry.
What's the matter?
I'm a little excited that I have my leash has been lengthened.
Oh boy, okay.
I mean, so simply. Okay.
I'm your problem solver. Hey,
Yes, you are.
I'm your huckleberry.
You're my
Huckleberry. Do you know what that term is?
Huckleberry Finn, yeah.
Well,
Isn't it from Huckleberry Finn?
yeah, well, Doc Holliday said it.
Oh.
I'm your
No.
huckleberry.
Well, was it me?
I got you.
I got you.
I'm
I
your
got your
backup.
back.
I got your back. Yeah, I'm your huckleberry.
Okay.
All right, I was going to mention something here.
Something.
You know, people aren't going to Mexico for their spring break.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They're not going. They're not.
They're not. Well, you know, the cartels have kind of put a damper on that.
Put a damper on it. Yes, ma'am, they sure have.
Yep. And I don't want any part of that. But you know, a lot of places depend on tourism.
They do, and Mexico is one of those places.
And
I mean,
that is most
when there's
definitely.
you've got these cruise lines,
Yeah.
and then you've got like diving companies that host
Yeah.
people to go diving and
Yeah.
all this entertainment, and it's being blocked off because people are kind of jittery.
Well, you can't blame them.
Well, the spring breakers aren't going to Mexico. Nothing ruins a spring break like a Mexican cartel war, which is why a lot of Americans have been shifting their plans away from Mexico. Last-minute bookings to Hawaii and Florida are meaning a lot of those crowded beaches are going to get even more crowded, packed in the next couple of weeks. For what it's worth, security experts say the big Mexican resorts like Cabo and Cancun are now considered pretty safe again. That's what they say.
Well,
they
I'm
say.
still gonna steer clear for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
It
You know,
is.
and I know people who have gone. I know a couple who just got back from a mission trip over there
Mm-hmm.
in Cabo area. No problems whatsoever. But
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to be that one that has problems.
Well, I've not heard any reports lately, but I'm sure that they're not going to let their drug quotas slack off. I mean,
No.
they're having a hard time getting the drugs here. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. Drugs. Drugs is drugs. You know. Do you want to talk about what today is by chance?
yes, go
or
ahead.
Do we need to go to whatever?
Yes,
Over
we
there.
do.
National Mario Day. That is not my jam.
What you need?
No, I didn't know if it needed to be
It's
on.
fine. It's
auto.
good.
Okay.
It's good.
He knows what he's doing, folks. I don't. It's also Bagpipe Day. We have a guy
Okay.
around here that, or a couple
Yeah.
that play bagpipes.
Who I forgot his name.
Kevin Clark.
Clark, yes. He's a bagpiper.
Yeah.
Very good, too.
National Landline Day. We pulled that plug a few years
Yeah.
back.
International Day of Awesomeness.
Are you
that would be
awesome?
me. That would be me.
Okay. You toot your own horn.
Yeah, right. If I've got a horn, better toot it. No one else will. They don't want to put their lips on your horn, because you don't change. You don't do that kind of stuff.
No, you don't. I guess we're done.
Harriet Truman Day, and then Dribble to Work Day.
Does that
Hey.
mean
Dribble. Hey, we got to go. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow.